Hey y'all, hey! I want to welcome you back to another episode of Purpose University, your source of inspiration as you seek to create and pursue your best life. I am your host, Dr. Eve, and I am so glad that you have decided to join me at this time. If this is your first time tuning in, hey! I hope that you enjoy the show. So let's get into it. Today, I want to talk to you all about letting go of the need to be perfect. Yeah, I said it. Letting go of the need to be perfect. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got to this point. I realized that over the course of my life, I've felt a need to get it right all of the time. And I asked myself one day, I was like, where did this need come from? Where did this desire to always bring your A game come from? Well, I can't blame social media for it because social media wasn't big when I was growing up. Social media didn't get big until I went to college. I came to the realization that this need to be on point in every aspect of my life came from the pressure of other people wanting me to be better, or other people wanting me to live up to a certain expectation. Oh, you're so smart. You have such potential to make good grades. Oh, you're just so kind. Oh, you're just nice to everybody. Oh, we need more people like that in the world. Just things that people would say to me over the course of my life, I started to internalize. Now, this isn't to say that I've only been the person that I've been or that I am because of other people, but it is to say that in the back of my mind, I've always imagined that if I deviated from what other people may have thought or expected of me, that I would maybe, for lack of better words, not be on point. That's the best way to say it, that I wouldn't be on point. But as I have been on the journey to living my best life, as I have been really and truly embracing who I am and what I desire for me, what I've appreciated is that I am grateful that I can hear other people say things like, I always knew that you would be A, B, and C, or, oh, I've always expected great things, A, B, C. I know I'm not the only person who gets that. Come on. How many times has your grandmother or your aunt or an uncle or a cousin said that they always knew something for you and you were like, yeah, you knew that for real? But no, really, it's nice to have people to encourage you over the course of your life. Clearly that's what I love doing. I love encouraging people. But really, it's nice to be able to step away from the pressure that comes with this, oh, I don't want to let these people down. Like, to be for real, I was so afraid when I decided to leave my 9-to-5 to walk into the world of entrepreneurship. And to be for real, when I left my 9-to-5 almost a year ago, I had no idea whatsoever what I was going to do with my life. But it took me sitting at home and saying, hey, you have a fresh clean slate. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to do it? And I was like, hey, why don't I just give this thing a try? It had been getting at me over the years that there were things that I wanted to get into, but I had just never been positioned to truly pursue those things. And I know a part of it was because I was so consumed with other things that I was like, oh, I can't do that anyway. I don't have the time, whatever. So, bringing me back to the point of the show, release the pressure to be perfect. No matter the job that you're on, no matter the relationship that you're in, no matter if it's a parent or if it's a sibling or if it's a close friend or if it's a mentee, people are always going to expect something of you, something for you, whatever. But you have to decide for yourself how much of the load that you're going to carry of other people's expectations. And you have to really focus on your own. How do you do that? One, If you ever choose to make a decision about anything, you can't think about how much it's going to disappoint somebody else if it's going to make you happy. Sometimes we forfeit ourselves awesome opportunities because we get so caught up in, oh my gosh, I don't want to let this person down, or I don't want to seem as a failure for making this decision. So we often hesitate. So one, focus on what you want. Focus on what you want when you're making a decision. Two, take your time making the decision. Seriously. You can't always rush a good decision. You know, some of the best decisions that we make may often be those that we make sporadically, but really, if you feel pressured at all, even by yourself, to make a decision, don't do it. Absolutely don't do it. And three, letting go of the need to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. You know, people say that they're perfectionists. I've said I'm a perfectionist, but really I'm just obsessive about whatever it is that I'm doing. There's a difference. So what's the difference between perfection and obsessive? You can truly be obsessive, but nothing is perfect. There's no perfect straight line. There's no perfect circle. There's no perfect person or being or look or anything. So release this idea, this notion of perfection, and realize that you are doing the absolute best that you can do in any given moment. And if you're not doing the absolute best that you can do at any given moment, well, that's something that you have to take up with yourself. But either way it goes, I want you to really take the time to ask yourself what you want for your life. What should your life look like? What should it feel like? Who should be in your life? What are those things that matter to you? What is it that you want? Because our society, especially in the age of social media, gets us to think so much about other people and sometimes about what other people have going on. Like, seriously, a chat for another day. But I honestly think that social media has caused people to compete with each other rather than to be their best self. And competing, well, there's research out there that talks about self-esteem and depression in social media. But again, that's for another day. But as for this moment, I say to you that your best life is in the palm of your hands. It's in the core of your brain. It's in the center of your heart. Wait a minute. I like that. Oh, okay. I like that. We're going to work with that, y'all. But really, be encouraged always. Be inspired. And most of all, don't forget to be resilient, to be authentic, to be intentional. Until next time, peace.